What's up guys, Vapor is True here, bringing y'all another video on the MutinyCraft server. Here in this video, I'm going to be showing y'all something pretty interesting, what I'm working on currently, building. Let me flip my camera around. You see here, I got a lot of brewing stands here. If you guessed it, I'm building a semi-auto brewing stand for the MCMMO stats to build to train my Alchemy. I just recently ranked up to Prodigy, which on this server gives you the ability to use the Alchemy skill with MCMMO. I'll back up a little bit where y'all can see it. I'm sorry, it is getting nighttime here, but hopefully that won't interfere too much. So basically this is what, this little quick little view, this is basically my mock-up. Just to get it to work, testing it out to see how big I can make it and everything else. It does use quite a bit of iron to make all these hoppers and stuff. I did come up with a design that used less hoppers. I mean, like probably this whole bottom row right here was not here, and it used a minecart with a hopper in it to collect the items. But I wanted to run it 8 long right here. Well, each thing is going to be 8 long that I'm currently going to be working on, but running it 8 long with the what's a mopper? I don't know, but with the minecart hopper in it, it wouldn't collect all the bottles or the potions out to bring them down into the chest down here. So instead I just put extra hoppers in, and it worked fine like that on the server. Single player, you could probably run the minecart hoppers and it would probably work just fine doing that. But right here I got an area marked out. You see there's a wall there, stone, cobblestone down there, and another wall over there. This side is not marked yet, but inside this little area I do have a world guard set up, and this is where I'm going to be building this. I'm going to be having 64 brewing stands where I can basically run around, put all the ingredients in a big giant circle thingy, and time I get back to the start again, I can put the next item in and all these should be already brewed, and I just keep going around in circles and do it. But basically how this works, up there I'll put the water bottles in here, and they go down, they go in here. Currently all these are just water bottles currently. There are 24 water bottles per 8 brewing stands, I believe. Pretty much all I have to do is push this button here. They drain out, more water bottles go in. They might be missing some, because I don't think I got enough water bottles up here at the moment. But it all comes down here, collects down here. See, all the water bottles are down here now. These are just some that I was brewing to level up my skill a little bit, just testing and everything. But I'm going to be working on this, and I don't know exactly how big it's going to be looking after this, but my plans are to make this a lot lower to the ground. Like these hopper right here is going to be basically touching the ground. And what I want to do is be able to have it run like when all the brewing stands and everything is set up and everything, is have like the exit to go out to the middle of the room. I can either have it set up to collect the potions, or I can have it to dispose of them. So what I'm talking about disposing of them, basically have a dropper spitting them out into a cactus or into a lava pit or something, or I can just flip a lever and have it where I can just collect it out of a chest. That's what I'm thinking about doing for this design, and I guess I'm going to start building this now, and I will show progress of building this throughout this video. Okay guys, I got all this right here placed. This is just ridiculous. This is a lot of hoppers, a lot of iron. I didn't realize how much iron was actually going to go into this, but all I gotta say is I hope you got a lot of iron, but good thing is I got a ton of iron, so it doesn't really bother me. And I wasn't going to use the iron for nothing else, so why not make something that's ridiculous big and overpowered? But this is what I came up with. Yes, I know there's a gap 2-block gap. I can probably shrink it down, but just for the redstone's sake, I did it like this. But this is as far as I got it so far, using a lot of hoppers. I mean, a lot. There's 8 rows right there, 2 high and 2 in the back, so on. But okay, this is what I got here. I'm gonna try to. All these are gonna be linked together. I want to have those running across to here, meet in the middle here. Same thing with those. I mean, meet in the middle right there, meet in the middle, and meet in the middle, and it's all gonna run somewhere about right in here, somewhere under here. I can probably use droppers and whatnot and all that good stuff. And for the water and stuff right here, I'm gonna see if I can rig up some system to link these, the top 2 right here, to the middle right here. I don't have chests running with droppers going these chests, if that works or something. So I can have a spot in the middle right here where I can fill all these up and have it all meet in the middle here to do that. And I'm going to try to get the redstone wired in. Oops, sorry. But I'm going to try to get the redstone wired in to meet somewhere. I don't know yet. I'm going to wait before I put the redstone in. Right now I'm just going to get the hopper system worked out and everything just for the time being. But I will update it once I get the... Actually, I'm going to start working on the top of the hopper, trying to get where I can fill in the water bottles. Once I get that working, I will come back and show you how I got that set up. Okay guys, see here, this is what I came up with. I was going to use droppers and a bunch of redstone, and I was like, this is going to be very complicated to get set up correctly, and plus this is how this is not even correctly to be able to use that setup. I need 3 wide instead of 2 wide, but in this limited space I didn't have enough room to do that. So instead I just made it where it's really simple. I will have to manually load bottles in. It's not too complicated. See here, I can just put block here, water source here, and just basically, fill it like normal. But this is how I got this set up so far. Basically a compact way to stack chests, which I got it going to a single. So how I got this set up, I'm hoping that it will evenly put them in there. I mean, it's going to fill up either way, because when one side gets full, then it's going to stop filling out one side and then fill only the other side. So that should hold a bunch of bottles, water bottles like that. Well, I'm hoping it does. So this is pretty much my setup for this. I have put the wood up to try to figure out the redstone now. So I'm about to start working on the redstone, figure out how to do it after in a second. And once I do that, I will figure out the bottom part. And once I figure out the bottom part, this thing will pretty much be complete. On the dimensions, ran into a little snag over here. Let me break through this. I'm right on the border right here on what I can So this, when I build the walls on the outside, it's gonna be on this side right here. It's not gonna, this wall's not gonna be in the world guard, but I don't got nothing to worry about people griefing me or nothing, because griefing is not allowed on the server, so I don't got nothing to worry about. I just don't want none of this crazy stuff right here messed up by anybody. I mean, this is a ton of freaking hoppers and iron and all that good stuff. But I want to work on this redstone, trying to get it to work, and I will cut back once I figure it out. I think I got the redstone figured out here. It did take me quite a bit of time to get this working the way it's supposed to be working. I ain't actually tested it with bottles yet, but I do believe the redstone should work by the way it works. So basically right here, I got this circuit. It looks so weird. Yeah, I know that row goes that way and that goes that way and all the way around. So with this one push up button here, this should make all the bottles, run out the bottom. So when I push, all that lights up all the way around. This line through here, the bottom, when you push the button, it turns off all the way around. You see there, it does have a slight delay in it. I don't know if there's any way to make it where there's no delay at all, but keep the current strong all the way around. I'm not sure. the way I got this set up. But if I push it again, you can look at the repeaters on the far end on top. Do it again. That one up yonder, far end. See? It toggles and everything. So basically how this works, I got it running around, repeaters put in. Up here, basically this is the power block. I don't care if this hopper right there powers or whatever, it won't hurt none. But basically the top part comes around here. There's an inverter here, I guess what you can call that, which powers all this, keeps it powered so the bottles don't run out, and it does not interfere with the circuit up here. So this keeps going all the way around the top, all the way. So when you push the button, redstone current goes through here, turns that off, and then it deactivates this current. Bottles go down, new bottles fill in, and when the circuit up here stops up here, this comes back on and no bottles will flow out. And if the timing is correct, only potions that are in this should go down, so new water bottles shouldn't go down. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. Yeah, I'm not tested this, so that's how I got this redstone currently set up. Remember, this is still a big work in progress to get this working. This is massive for me, at least, yeah. But really basic redstone. So, okay guys, I figured out how to do this bottom part down here. It's just basically repeating everything. But basically, after the hoppers, you know, it comes the enchanting potion bottles, or not enchanting, but potion bottles, they come down into this chest, goes into a hopper, goes into a dropper, which goes into another hopper, and it goes into the chest, and there's a hopper down below that goes into a dropper, that goes up to a dropper, and this repeats so on like that. I'll have a little clock, so it makes these pulse, so it'll just constantly bring them down. So as this chest right here fills, and then it's going to fill that chest, and then that chest. I can have it where it just stops there. You know, I can have it where I can toggle these right here, because I will have like one here, one there, one here, and one here. So I can have it where set these, the front ones, up on separate ones. So I can have it where it won't work these. So I can flip a separate lever or something, and it'll get rid of all of them that I don't want. If not, if I just want to keep the potions, have these right here turned off, and only have those, so it'll fill the chest up right there. So that's how I'm going to work that out. So I'm going to finish building these right here to meet in the middle, and then I guess that'd be pretty much it. And I get to test it and see how it works. If it even works, I hope it works, because I built this for nothing if it don't, but it should work. If my calculations are correct, everything should work just fine. Okay guys, this is what I came up with for the redstone. It's all the same on each of these. It's just a little basic little clock here. There's no on and off switch, which I've tested it for a while on server restarts and everything else. It's fine, it doesn't mess it up really, that I've noticed at all. If it does mess it up, I mean, it's simple to reactivate it and everything. I mean, I could just come over here. I got a hole somewhere. I don't know where the hole is. But, oh, this right here. I was looking straight at it. But this hole right here, I can just pop a torch down right here, and this started up. I don't have this one started because I got bottles in this one because I was testing it to make sure it was working. But that's how I got this redstone for this bottom part. What I'm thinking about doing with like the floor here is I'm just going to fill it in with wood for the time being, just to get it functional and looking halfway decent. I'll leave the chest uncovered so I can still access the chests and everything, but I'm just going to have the items fall into this hole, and if I'll just let them despawn or whatever they do. But I will also, if it's something I need, I mean, I can just hop down there, place 2 blocks, and get back out. No big deal for me. I could place ladders down, running down one of the sides, if I really wanted to. So that could work too. It's just I'm just trying to make this simple as possible. I'm not trying to make this too complex. My thing is make everything simple as possible and use the most or the least amount of resources, not the most. But in this current build, I use a ton of iron, as you see, all the hoppers. So I want to get this floor filled in, and I will show you how I have all this set up next. Well, guys, I've finished the Alchemy trainer to the extent that I want to finish it currently. If I can think of any way to make it more efficient, I will be doing update videos on this to show. It fully works. I've tested it. I have filled all this with water bottles. I will count this up and figure out how many water bottles exactly this thing will hold. Right now, my dispensing area, I just have it running into lava because I really don't want to keep the potions I'm making, and there's no point in keeping them for the large amount I'm making. But I'm not planning on building anything around this because I just like the look of it how it is now. I might change it a little bit. I might change the wood floor out to something else to make it more colorful, I guess. But I'm thinking about just leaving it how it is. I kind of wish I built it in a different location than here, but it's too late now. I'm not really wanting to rebuild it. Also, I've actually let a few people see this on the server, and they're wanting me to build them one. Because everybody thinks this is absolutely crazy because of the size it is. I mean, of course, it is very big. It's actually took me about 2 days to build this thing. Well, not 2 full days, but you know, I worked on it maybe 2 or 3 hours each day to build this. See up here. The only thing is, this is not centered correctly. That's the only thing I don't like about it. I got 2 of these are off, I guess you can say. Or one of those are off. Or actually, they're probably all off. But that's the only thing. I just got a simple little ladder system to go up. And what I'm thinking about, if I just want to use the potions, like if I want to brew some potions with this system, I can just brew them into one of the brewing stands and then not hit the button and take my potions out that I want to keep. I figured that'd be the easiest way. I may actually add some storage in here to store items for brewing, or brewing items that I can brew. But this right here is my large Alchemy trainer brewing machine that I'm calling it. There are 64 brewing stands in this, very large, as you see here. But I hope this video does inspire somebody to build something big like this, maybe even bigger. If you do decide to build something larger than this, feel free to make a video of it, link me to it. I would love to see it, or something like that. Or if you build it on the MutinyCraft server, I would absolutely love to come check it out. But guys, remember, I'm Vapor's True. I hope y'all like this video, but until next time, peace out.